This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. Joining me today is the CEO of Mode Global Holdings, Ryan Moore. Hi Ryan, how are you?
Great. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much for joining us. It's the first time we're speaking. I know you were recently appointed CEO of Mode, so congratulations on that. And it's good to be catching up here on the interview. So some recent news from Mode then. You commenced trading on the OTCQB venture market in the US. And this allows Mode to be cross-traded over in the USA for any American investors who wish to hold shares in Mode. So can I ask you, Ryan, what was the main driver behind this decision? Are you seeing a lot of interest from the US investors?
Yeah, we are starting to see a lot of interest. One of the biggest reasons that we went and got the listing was it was going to give us access to the US market. And optionality for further liquidity and things like that. And what most importantly, it gives us a platform to go tell the story about Mode. So we've got quite a few presentations coming up to U.S. investors over these next couple of months. Getting the listing has given us that opportunity. So it's going to be a pretty exciting time for us to continue to get our story out, not just to the UK investors, but also to a great investment community in the US as well.
Okay, so there's going to be almost like a new push then to the US markets and US investors.
Yeah, we're really focused on getting our story of Mode out there. We did a post AGM investor presentation just in the UK, and we had a little over 200 investors join us on that. So we're seeing a lot more interest in our story. We're starting to see that interest come into the US market as well. So we're really excited to get out there and tell people what we're doing at Mode.
Okay, good to hear. Well, I look forward to seeing the what happens over there and what interest you can generate, because it is for sure a huge market.
Absolutely.
Now, some other bit of news from the company is that you announced a commitment to net zero emissions from crypto-related operations before 2030 by signing the Crypto Climate Accord, that's the CCA. So firstly, before we get into that, can I first of all ask you, what is the CCA?
Yeah, so the Crypto Climate Accord, it's a private sector led initiative that's really based around the Paris Agreement on climate change. And it's really focused on developing solutions that enable decarbonization specific to the crypto industry. So everybody's read the news and seen the headlines around crypto and the carbon impact. It's been widely reported. And for us at Mode, it was important that we found a third party that we could work closely with, and that's why we chose to sign with the CCA and become a signatory for them.
Okay. And is it really a big area of concern then?
I don't know if it's necessarily an area of concern, but it's an area of action that we're really committed to take. I mean, our belief as a company is that there's no need for a payment solution or a crypto solution to be contributing to carbonization. And I think what we really believe is that we can be a leader in this forefront. What we're committed to at Mode is really building a trusted and responsible company. And when you look at the platform that we're building with our regulation, from the standpoint of getting the various licenses, like our e-money license with the FCA, getting the crypto regulation in the AMLD5, this responsibility to the environment is just another piece of us really becoming that trusted source for Bitcoin transactions and payment solutions. And so that's what we're really focused on, is having that trusted platform where people can come to us. They know that we're going to do it in a smart and regulated way, but we're also going to have a strong responsibility to making sure that we're doing it in a responsible way to the environment as well.
Okay. Now, 2030 is still a little way away. Do you think you can meet your obligation before that time?
Yeah, absolutely. We're very committed to meeting it well before then, and we really believe that we can. We have an internal committee that's really focused on developing our action plan. The interesting thing for us with the CCA is that Mode is our first showcase trial. So we're working directly with the CCA to come up with the action plan, right? We've made the commitment, we've signed the paper, but now it's all about action. It's not just signing a piece of paper. And so being their first showcase trial is really important to us because we can work hand in hand with them, get some feedback on this action plan, and then it's something that can be translated to other crypto companies as it goes forward as well. So we're really trying to take a smart leadership position in the industry and really help define what it's going to mean to be to decarbonize a cryptocurrency company.
Okay. Now you've mentioned this internal committee and this action plan. So does that form part? I want to ask you what processes are in place from your point of view to ensure that you're going to be meeting these targets. Are those two key to succeeding there?
Yeah, I mean it's absolutely key. And as I said, we're going to be publicly talking about what those actions are as we develop those from an internal perspective at Mode and in combination with the CCA. So this is something that you can expect to see a lot more communication from us going forward about what those specific actions that we're going to be taking to ensure that we reach carbon neutrality by 2030, if not sooner.
Okay, good. Now, on a slightly different note then, your flagship partnership with the Hut Group was due to commence at the end of Q3. So how is that progressing?
Well, it's we're here at the end of Q3 here shortly. So no, it's progressing very well. We actually, this is hot off the press. We finished testing last week with THG. Everything has gone really well, and we're going to be rolling it out with the initial brands. Remember with THG, there's a little over 30 sub-brands that they have. So we're going to be launching with specific trial users live on the THG website this week with 2 or 3 different brands that they have. So pretty exciting time for us. And we've been able to deliver on our commitment. THG has been a great partner for us, and we're really excited to get this live and get users using it.
Okay, yes, that is hot off the press. Thank you for that. And yeah, bang on time as well for the end of Q3. So that's good. So finally, Ryan, can you give investors a taste of what's to come as we enter the autumn and the remainder of 2021?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's really continuing to execute on our strategy. And, you look at the product that we're launching, that we've had in beta through the payments and the Bitcoin rewards, and what we're going to continue to execute and get live on the THG brands. We've got a lot of work ahead of us in getting all those brands up and going, and pushing out a marketing campaign that brings users in. And what investors can really expect is we have a new user acquisition method now with THG and these other merchants that are coming on board. So user growth is important to us, and getting people using our application, getting them using our payments method, looking at the Bitcoin wallet with Bitcoin rewards. That is all really coming to fruition with the user acquisition targets that we have kind of going forward. So we're really excited about that. And then, we're really focused on taking the success of THG and bringing out some other major merchants that we're continuing to be in talks with as well. So this next I guess less than 6 months left in the year now, but, we've got a lot happening, but it's really going to be about perfecting that user experience for the payments and Bitcoin rewards, and using THG as that live platform for that. And then bringing on other merchants as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ryan Moore there, the CEO of Mode Global Holdings, for your time.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.